What am I supposed to do when I see a signal or private mentorship? Be with me, Premium. Those of you for your future trading, what am I supposed to do when I receive a signal? Now, let's do example. Very simple. What am I supposed to do? Now, let me use this as an example. This is Bong, which I'm just going to use for an example. Assuming when you come in and then probably, all of us will not get into the platform at the same time. So let's say this is a signal sent. Of course, you are going to go through this training by yourself eventually. This was a signal sent, all right? So let's take this as a signal sent. Beg your pardon. So what am I supposed to do now? This is a signal sent. So ordinarily, let's say all these lines were not there and all of that, and I've sent this type of signal, right? So you are going to see it on our group, and I send it as a signal, yeah? So, and then what it means, okay? So let's say sometime I could put line like this, just like this, what you're seeing here like this now. And then another one like this, another one like this. Let me take another one here. So all the places you see all those lines, they are take profit point. So these are take profit points. Now, this is the stop loss. If you look at it, let's look at the risk reward. Say I afford to lose 2 point something percent. So let's say we're going to use 5x now or 10x. So let me quickly go. So I look at the entry point and all of that. So you go to your trading platform. So I'm going to do on different platforms. Let me first go to Bybit, possibly using Bybit. So you're going to go to your Bybit and then I will search for, so let's say this is my Bybit, your page. So your Bybit homepage, you have log on and all of that. Next, you are going to go to your trade, or you go to derivatives. Right, you can go to derivative or you go to trade, and you're going to see different trades as it were. So now here you go to derivatives, derivative portal. Now, if it's on your phone, you can still see derivatives or futures, whichever one. Okay, now you click on trade now, or partially just go to derivative. So we'll go here. So perpetual. So what signal did you got? You got a signal, right, to buy into Bonk. So let's go. I'm going to search, just click and then look at the search button and I type Bonk. Okay, here is Bonk. So Bonk perpetual. Okay. Right? So not spot, but perpetual, bond perpetual. So I click on it. Very simple, right? Now this is bond perpetual, okay? Then you want to find a long position, all right? So you want to find a long position. So nevertheless, I'm going to find a long so that you see how place the order. Please understand all of this. Sometimes I'll tell you, use this number of X. Sometimes I'll not tell you. But as a beginner, don't use more than 10X. If not, you're supposed to even start with 5. So let's say you are going to use 5. So you know it's in 10 now. I'm changing it to 5. Do you see it? And click on confirm. Very simple, right? And then make sure it's on isolated. All right? Can you see? On isolated. Okay, so currently using this. That's what we're using. Not cross, nothing, so, but on isolated. Now, I've not done all of this. Very simple. So I'm going to look at, if you look at this wallet, how much is there? $108. So maybe I want to use 50% of what's there. Then at the market price or a price I wanted. So in this case, I'm going to use market price. So I click 50% of that money. Yeah. So now when you click 50% of that money, see available, and that's going to show us costs. So some have to show you cost, available, and all of that. So I'm using 50% of the money there. So look at cost. That cost is the amount of money you are putting into the trade. Okay. But value is the total trade allow you, because you are leveraging. Okay. Now, so I click on long. It shows you all the analysis detailed and all of that. You see, say yes, go ahead. Now, I enter now, I'm in negative because I enter at the market price. Now, you go back. So let's see, show us the market price we enter. So showing us the market price we enter, look at the entry price, 0.01953339. right? That's where it shows us that we entered from, all right? 0.0195339. And say current market price at this point and all of that. And it shows you that it shows something called liquidation price. There's a place going to show, okay, LIQ price is saying 0.16018. Now, if the market returned back to this point, we're going to get liquidated out, right? So you see now we're running on profit anyway. So now this is what you're going to do. You go back to the signal you got that I sent, all right? You're going to pick it. So look at it now. Where is the first take profit? The first take profit is at 0.0242, right? So I'm even go a bit lower. So 0.024228, 0.02, that is 2042. So you go back there. So look at what I'm going to do. And I will click, look at what you need to click. Right? Look at what you need to click. You're going to see where it writes profits, right? So it requires you to edit. If you're using phone, it's going to show you to edit it and whatever and all of that. So P and L. So I click on it. Okay. So this is positions. And then you want to edit. Where is the P and L? Sorry. And okay, look at it here. Look at it here. So you click on this add because you want to edit. So where do we say is the price? 0.0, 2028 or something. So you say that's about 19%. Sometimes maybe all you want to, sometimes I can tell you partial. So partial position, look at it now. For instance, partial position, I say 50% of the asset, okay? 50% of the asset, you can set in batches. So 50% of the asset, okay? And then another one, so that's 0.0, right? 2028. You get it? So if you like, you can set stop loss or whatever. All that. If I lie, I wouldn't set it. So just understand. So 50% of the asset is what I'm selling and all of that. So I just want to show you, most time you can place everything, just all. Okay, I think I should not complicate issues with you here now. Just do all. So entire position and this, and I click confirm. So as I click confirm, you leave it, okay? Now you can see now, so you can see our entry point, you can see our take profit point. Can you see now? See our entry point and take profit point. That means by the time market move up by how many percent is this? By 3.9%, which is okay, right? And then it should sell, right? So it's going to be running. And now, so if I'm the one setting more, maybe the first day profit will be here, then the next day profit will be here. And then of course your stop loss. Now, when you are setting your stop loss, understand, if you do not enter on time, you probably will not even set stop loss. You just watch the market. But if you enter on time, you see that, okay, we say stop loss will be here. So let's check it. Okay. We say stop loss to be at 1874, but we did not enter on time, so ours may not be so, but let's just set it that way. But it's not going to be justified because your entry point was not the same. So, but whichever way. So what we saw 18, right? So let's look at it. 1874, something like that. So you come back there again, look at that where you click on add. So you edit, can you see the edit button? Right? So you click on edit, so you see stop loss. So 0.01874. Right? So you can see we are not justified. So because where we entered from, you are saying you want to lose 20% just to make 90%. It's not correct. Okay, so but whichever way. So now where we're going, so we click on confirm. So let's just leave it that way, just to show you. Now you see stop loss, you see take profit. So you allow the trade to run. So when you come in on time, you already know how much, if the markets are against you, how much you're probably going to lose. Now, and you will see me saying this, even when you are in the market, I will say, move your stop loss above your BE. That is your SL above your BE. Meaning that the market has gone up. Let's say the market has gone up here. You come back and click on this edit button now, and then you adjust the stop loss up. So for instance, if we go to the trading view, let's look at it here. So assuming we entered here, maybe we were following the market and we entered here, and market has moved up here, but it has not gotten to our profit, but the market has gone above. We may be on 3%, that's 38% if you use 10x, 15% if you use 5x. So at that time, you want to move your stop loss above your entry point so that even when you are away and the market decide to go the other way around, you can still be in profit. You get it? So on that note, you come back and now return to that point to set your stop loss up and move it from that down. At that point, you have no fear whatsoever. The only thing is that you can only say, okay, profit you may make may be reduced below what you expected because you have adjusted. And most often, the market can return back to your entry point, stop you out without your trailing stop loss, and still continue. Don't have any feeling. You are protecting your resources. Okay, so let's go now. Let's go to another exchange. So here, let's use, I don't know that they have, so this is CoinW. If they have, what's it called? If they have PopCat. So let's go futures. So here you see futures, perpetual. So just understand these are terms used for, leverage trading and all of that. So let's look at if they will have, PopCat. I'm not sure they will have. So there's no PopCat here, okay? So, but there is Pepe. So let's click on Pepe. And then let me just go, assuming a signal was sent on Pepe to you. Let's quickly look at it very fast. So this is Pepe. It's coming up. So this is Pepe. Pepe, come on. So here is Pepe. Okay, so now let's go to check on trading view. So look at Pepe. So let's take it up here. Okay, so I think it's coming up. Network is terribly bad. Okay, Pepe. Okay, so where's Pepe? All right, so here is Pepe down here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so here is Pepe. Yeah, I wouldn't even go into Pepe now because although what I entered in was a bit risky, all right? So here is Pepe, 7-2, and then it's having multiple weeks already, and so okay, so let me look for, there was a token that I saw was actually moving, and they should have. So near protocol. Oh, near protocol have done massively well, and then taking a return now. Near protocol. So let me go to 15 minutes. Okay, so this is near protocol. So let me short near protocol, perhaps back to the demand zone, possibly. So now let's go to near protocol. If they will have, so assuming the signal was sent, you get it? So let's look at near protocol. Near protocol. Okay. Near. Okay, yes, near protocol. NEAR. Is that near? So I'm not sure. This is not near. So this is near protocol. So now I'm going to short using 10x. Okay, so here is near protocol. I'm going to use 10x. 10x is a very moderate whatever. So I'm going to short near protocol, right? Isolated and split. That's another thing you need to understand on CoinW. It can show you isolated split or isolated merge. Isolated split means I will enter isolated but different. Each position I will enter will be separate. Okay, so let's go. We'll go to market price, and then we're going to short. So let's use 50% of the money in there, and then we short. Okay, there we go. We short. So a success. Yeah, so temporarily we'll be in loss because it was just rallying up. So you can see we're in negative because it's showing us that our entry point right now, showing us that entry point. Let's look at the entry point. Average entry point is 5.25225, and the same market price now is 5.225. Okay, just like 0%. Okay, so here we go. So now let's look at it. And I said, let me go back to the chart. And I said, okay, maybe taking profit at the demand zone. So probably I may not get there. So let's say I'm taking profit here because if I had entered from there, I will have find a place to take profit already. Because looking at it from here, up down here, to where it is now, this 5 point, wow, that's massive, bro. 5 point something with 10x, 50% is already done. You can be okay. So because that's one of the things that most people make mistake about. You just stay, you must have it. In fact, normally what's supposed to be, though when you are trading on your own, I always say, okay, you got a good signal. You don't need to exhaust the movement. If you want to stay to exhaust the movement, it can give you issues. So I could just say, for instance, if I didn't mean we come in when this guy was actually forming. So what will have happened? You see, when the signal is sent, is usually this way. Let me just bring out this. A signal is sent this way. Good. So short. This is short position. Okay. So short position. So assuming you are coming in here, perhaps here. Okay. So, and you want to be fair enough. Okay, you give a good tolerance that, okay, if the market actually jump and get out above the supply zone, that is sell side or whatever, then you want to exit. That's why you stop loss there. That's about 2.6 something. So that will be going to be 10 times something. So that's going to be less than 30% of your money. And that's why you don't enter trade with all your money. Be careful. If you enter trade with all your money, it will have been better. Is when the market totally crash and you can use cross, but we'll get to that. So now let's look at it. 1:2. Let me scroll down. Okay, 1:2. Let's look at it. Okay, let's just say give and take 1:2 is at this point. So that means I'm exiting here. Probably not necessarily wait for this down, because if I say to this down here, to the demand zone here, that's going to be about 1:2.9. That's about 1:3. So we always use 1:2 or 1:1.5 so that you can quickly enter, make the money exit. It may continue, find another entry and all of that. You see, that's why most time when I send signal, you see my take profit 1, take profit 2, 3 in that order. All right. See, that's what was formed. So we have entered and then we're waiting for the market, to materialize. Okay. So we now said ordinarily. So here we have the guy. Okay. So it's showing us we're in about 0.38%, 0.38%. Okay, we're negative 0.57%. That was telling us. All right, so now what do you want to do? Now, ordinarily, you can see TP and SL. So where should be our TP? So if you look at it, I told you Perhaps I'll take profits maybe shortly before the demand zone. So taking profit at 5.071. Okay, so I go back. So I go back. So look at what I'm going to do. So I'm going to click here. This is coin W. Okay, so I'm going to click on this point here so that I can edit. So we say we're going to take profit at, so you click on take profit. Perhaps I'm not even setting stop loss because we're not coming it on appropriate time. Okay, so take profit price 5.0, I think 07. Was that what I said? Let me go back there so that we don't guess. Okay, let's see. So let's just say 5.0, 5.0. Okay, 5.077, 5.08. Let's just call it that way. So 5.08, 5.08. Now, automatically, as you put that, it's going to show you the percentage of your profit and even the dollar value, depending on how much you put in and all of that. So let's go. 5.08. Aha, there we go. So it's telling us it's going to be 27.75%. No problem. Then I click go. So assuming we enter on a normal deal, you want to target to do like if the market move by 2 or 3%, depending on how the market is. So if you're on 10x and the market move by, you're on 10x and the market move by 3%. So that's already 30%. You should be okay. You understand what I'm saying? So in that dimension, that's how you follow on. So you can see, so the trade is already running. So let's go back to the other guy we first entered. I'm sure we should be negative because the market was doing funny. And that's the disadvantage of coming late to things. So now listen, sometimes you come and you'll discover that you are fit. So the best is that you have to wait for another opportunity rather than forcing yourself to jump in because you just want to be in position. So it's better you're not in position and you wait for appropriate setup come up. Then you can now take position, right? Rather than jumping in, just want to jump in. That is FOMO. If there's anything you don't want to do anyhow, is to FOMO into any market just because you want to be in the market. Okay, so bonk. Okay, so I'm sure we're negative because the way the guy was going, and then, when we come into. Oh, are we logged out? It's as if we're logged out. Okay, here we go. We're in. So we're in negative, but the price shifted down. So we're negative. We're waiting. Yeah, a little bit of negative and all the like. So that's how you take trade. Okay, does that make sense? So that's how you take trade, and so that you will be cool. Now the next I will do, I'm going to do based on I think I'm going to use bluffing and Magus, or what's their name called, whatever, right? Those ones that you have, you verify that you have KYC or not, you can always use them, register free to trade and all the like. Okay, guys, you can see now this one we're in 3%. Of course, you know that we use 10x and then the money is on. So most time I always advise if you're trading, Hollywood market is crazily dicey. You shouldn't do too much. Don't use all the money you have in your account. So you just have to do it partition by partition. It's better you win now, close the trade, open another trade, rather than you pour everything in and then markets against you, you are afraid. So it doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's how it is for taking trade and all of that. So let me go to bluffing. if it's going to open trade. You can imagine if we have been in for this guy, we've been fine more than how it is now. Okay. Okay, so we still want to open bluffing. Let's open bluffing. Here is bluffing. So we'll go to the perpetual, that's futures. So we'll open the future trading. So let's say Popcat. Popcat. Okay, so I'm going into for Popcat. Okay, it's 1 hour. Oh, it's okay. So I'm going in for Popcat 5x. So I'm just doing this experiment, right? 5x, or let's use 10x. Confirm. 50% or 75%. Long. Confirm. Okay, I'm on market price. So, but most time, you do not need to use market price at all time, because sometimes coming to the market is still going to adjust its own way. See, now after we come in market price, market adjusted, and now we're in negative. Okay, so you probably want to use limit so that you will not be charged unnecessarily high, So maybe markets at this point now 2688, and then you expect that's going to come down to 226, 2626, for instance. You have to use this way, and perhaps so 2626. Okay, then click on long, confirm. So in this case, this order will be set waiting. So you can see set waiting until the price reverse back there before it will be taken. Okay, so the same way we have seen the liquidation price, and then so the next you want to edit the take profit and stop loss. Here is it. Look at it. Okay. So let me go back to Popcat. Popcat, come on. Popcat, good. Here's Popcat. So let's say Popcat to take profit at 2820, if not 28 or 30. So let's say we're going to take profit at 2908, 2908. So let's go. That's 02908. You got it? 08. So just showing you how many percent and how much money you're going to make. Click on confirm. So it's at that point you set your stop loss equally. Okay. Okay, so you can see the way it's going. So let's look at the new protocol. New protocol. Okay, here's new protocol we entered. Okay, let's see how many percent we are. Showing 3.8, but let's hit refresh so that we can see in truth. So what an irony. So here, this is running on profit. Okay. Uh-oh, what's this? K-pop cat. So it shows that in pop cat, we're already in profit. That's what's showing us. And in these two, our bunk is showing us that we're in profit equally. So if you click on this, can pop up for you to see the profit. Okay, it's coming up. So this is running on profit, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Okay, the profit has reduced again. It's coming up. Okay, so that's how you just set your market. And then, so anytime signal is sent to our platform, just know how to go about picking your trade. And I've told you, you check 3 or 4 signals, and one had gone so far, right? The other one has not gone far. You probably have to check to see the one that has not gone far. The one that has gone far, just allow it to be, because so that you don't run after the market, and then when the market is just doing a common pullback, you'll not be under pressure. It's not necessary. Okay, so that's what you do. So if you're watching it, I have to go to the comment section and type to, if you're not yet done your registration on some of those major broker or exchange, you probably want to do that right now, and then go to the comment section of this record. Thank you. Please always ask questions in case you are not clarified.